Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Rhea Srivastav and our today's topic is defense mechanisms. But before moving on to the video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to get notified. Defense mechanisms are a way for mind to cope with stress or difficult feelings. They are unconscious mechanisms, which means that a person uses them without realizing it. Now, there are various types of defense mechanism that I'll be explaining here, and they are, so the first one is denial. This involves a person not recognizing the reality of a stressful situation in order to protect themselves from overwhelming fear or anxiety. Here, denial can stop a person from dealing with situations that require their attention. Like for example, it may be easier to ignore negative effects of excessive drinking than it is to cut down on alcohol. See, on the other hand, denial can be helpful in situations that are beyond person's control. For example, staying optimistic can benefit a person as they try to overcome a serious illness. Second is dissociation. In this, dissociation involves feeling disconnected from a stressful or traumatic event, or feelings that the event is not really happening. It is a way to block out mental trauma and protect the mind from experiencing too much stress. Sometimes dissociation leaves a person unable to remember traumatic events in their past. Like for example, a woman exploded at her husband every time and afterwards she can't remember that why she shouted at her husband. Third one is repression and suppression. These are two different defense mechanisms, but sometimes they overlap when they are not understood correctly. Now in this, repression involves avoiding thinking about something to block out painful or uncomfortable feelings, emotions and impulses. Repression is an unconscious process. A person is unaware that they are doing it. For example, some unexplained phobias may stem from traumatic childhood experiences that the person has since repressed. Whereas suppression is similar to repression, but suppression is a conscious process. Like here, an individual forces the unwanted information out of their awareness. This permits us to focus on our affairs without being distracted by every impulse that arises and without having to act on those impulses. For example, counting to 10 when I'm angry before taking action is a good example of suppression. This technique is also useful in everyday life. This helps because one is buying time to take actions. The suppression is generally considered to have more positive results than repression. Fourth one is reaction formation. This involves acting in a way that contradicts unacceptable or anxiety-provoking thoughts or feelings as they arise. It is a way of protecting the mind from uncomfortable thoughts or desires. For example, a person may experience normal feelings of sadness or disappointment after a relationship's breakdown. If they feel that these emotions are unacceptable, they may publicly act as if they are happy or unconcerned. Fifth one is displacement and projection. They are two different defense mechanisms, but they sometimes overlap when they are not understood correctly. In this case, displacement involves a person feeling that they cannot express a negative emotion towards a particular person. So they direct those negative emotions towards someone else. Like for example, a person who feels that their boss has been unfair may also fear being fired if they complain or express anger. And as a result, they may later shout at family members. Now, displacement can have negative consequences for an individual and the person around them. Whereas projection involves a person accusing someone else of having thoughts or feelings that they themselves are having. It can be a way of avoiding unwanted thoughts or avoiding responsibility for a particular behavior. For example, a person who realizes that they are being aggressive during an argument may accuse the other person of aggression. This deflects criticism away from themselves and onto the other person. Projection can be harmful as it may stop someone from accepting and taking responsibility for their own thoughts and behaviors. So, defense mechanisms can be positive ways to deal with stress. Other times, they can be unhelpful ways to avoid difficult emotions or excuse unhealthy or antisocial behavior. So, recognizing defense mechanism can help a person understand their own behavior. So, what defense mechanism do you use? Share your thoughts with me in this comment section given down below. And if you liked watching my video, do press the like button. Thanks for watching my video. Bye.